Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Nioh 2. We're getting back into this level. Oh yeah. So I think I pointed this out at the end of the last episode, just in case I didn't. Keep this floodgate and that water wheel in mind. That one in particular. So this level's really cool. It's very vertical, it's really loopy, plus it's really beautiful too. It has a pretty dope new enemy type. And that boss that I'm looking forward to. Oh, there's just a lot to like about this level. This cliff up here just overlooks the floodgate. Can't really do too much with that. This dead ends in a cul-de-sac. But right off the bat, there are so many different little side paths and little alcoves to watch out for. Oh, I love that move. That is the move where you hit triangle at the end of your normal combo in low stance. You just kind of disengage, twirling the weapon. I think this will go okay as long as I don't retreat too far back and aggro something potentially behind me. In fact, I don't think there was too much I could have backed up into. I think we cleared this out pretty well. So if we follow the lower path over to the right, it brings us to a rope bridge, a village, and in front of all of that, a Tengu. This one's in a little bit more of an open space. It does bottleneck over here into a choke point. This one's a little easier to fight than the last one because we aren't fighting him on a narrow cliffside. 3, 4. I've never been too good at burst countering that particular burst attack, but it's so predictable that you can always just catch him at the end of it and get some good swings in. You're almost staggered. That should do it. The yōkai weapon speaks to you. That is a result of my weapon glowing purple, pulsing with corruption. We're going to talk a little bit about equipment today, actually. Let's circle back to corrupted weapons and them speaking to you. Put a pin in that. Also, look at this big fella. Oh, this one's cool. I think they're called Waira? Waira? That's not right, but it is W-A-I-R-A. Just gonna say Waira. Or Waira. So you can actually be a lot more aggressive with these guys than you think. Their attacks are not very fast, and they give you plenty of time to get a couple of stabs in and then back out a bit before they start clawing at you. You have to watch for when they curl up into a ball and roll at you. I think that's a burst attack they do. And then their grab is really heavily telegraphed. And that's our new friend for the level. So, not the items, just the armor, the charms you equip, like the accessories, and the weapons. All of these things are more or less random drops. There are items which buff drop rates and other ways to put your thumb on the scale a little bit, like certain skills can raise or lower your luck. Usually they have a condition attached, like in the Shiftling tree there is a skill that you can get that raises drop rates, but only while you're in the Dark Realm. Oh, let's pet this kitty. It's not the only kitty we're gonna see today. Bring the kitty with us downhill. And already we've looped around so much. We're all the way back here at the village. And this time, we are going to take a left. Immediately start swinging, because usually she tries to burst attack you first thing. I don't like her being mean to kitty. So all of your armor is weighted. And weight plays a few different roles. One role is how it affects your roll. Oh, and that's the first floodgate. Cool. Heavier armor can slow you down, and it makes your dodge less effective. So if the weight of what you have equipped exceeds 70% of the max weight you can carry, that'll hamstring your mobility. But below 70%, you're good to go. And they do the math for you on the equipment screen. Like, you don't need to figure that out yourself. It'll just tell you the percentage, and it'll even color code it. Like, it's green when you are at your fastest roll. First time in a hot minute I've been grabbed by that. I need to be careful. Okay, we're fine. But the upside of heavier armor is not just better defense, but usually higher toughness as well. Which is the attribute that affects how much stamina you lose when you get hit or you block. So you can totally forgo the light or medium armor and a faster roll and just tank up. That is an option. And then some also have set bonuses you can collect that just get better and better as you get more of this set. Yeah, another point of magic sounds good to me. And hey, look at this. Got some bad news. This isn't really our turf anymore, but I'll show you around. Got nothing better to do. Kuroku has joined us. Hell yeah. So we have a companion. I think this happened a bit towards the end of Nioh 1. This is the first time having an NPC companion accompany us through a level in Nioh 2, though. So everything on the left side is blocked up for now. There are so many cool little shortcuts in this level. Like, it's just an intricate web. That's pretty good timing. That's not so much. Let's dig in. Ah, that was a poorly timed roll. Uh-oh. We have some life leech on the yōkai ability, so that'll help. Should have taken out the cannoneer a little bit quicker. To get back to equipment, though, since we just got a few drops, an Enki Pelt and Elixir. I think that's crafting material. It comes in multiple rarities. I think the highest rarity we've seen so far is purple. But from lowest to highest, to give you perspective, it's white, yellow, blue, purple, and then green and orange above that. And usually the deal is higher rarity, better stats. There are certain named items and weapons, and usually they'll have some unique properties, but like every Switchblade, for instance, shares the exact same moveset. But ones like my Seething Dragon are corrupted because they're yōkai weapons, so they have a unique property to them. It sounded like a Sudama talking. So yōkai weapons do a bunch of things. They inflict corruption, which makes enemies take extra ki damage, which is really nice. And then once you fight with them enough, you saw earlier, they awaken and talk to you. And you do more damage once the corrupted weapon is awakened. I just think that element of the weapon talking, the yōkai inhabiting, corrupting this weapon, talking to you is a cool idea. And then there are other weapons which are kind of the opposite. They're blessed, and they inflict a status ailment called Purity. And then another nifty thing about them is blessed weapons, when you block with them, you can key pulse to recover the stamina that you lost blocking. Really handy to have around if... Whoa! That is a magic pixel. Not even messing around, send it a snake. Oh my god. That almost broke really bad. And then beyond all that, items just have a billion different randomized attributes. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in there. You can lock whatever attributes you get on a piece of equipment in, or re-roll them at a blacksmith. You can level the equipment up using this system called soul matching. There is a lot going on. I just don't find it very fulfilling or interesting to keep up with it, so I keep my equipment sorting set on new, and then occasionally just look at the top of my weapons and armor list and see if I have any upgrades or anything. Or if I find anything that looks good. Because remember, we gotta stay stylish, too. We gotta be a glamour eye. I really don't make any attempt to min-max in Nioh, especially Nioh 2, where it's way easier to ignore this kind of overwhelming system. I'm looking around here because I feel like I always get sniped by something when I attack this yokai. But instead, I don't think a drop attack's gonna work either. Yeah, no, let's just push her into the lake. Bye. Anything? I'm gonna slowly edge my way around this pit because I have died in here more than once. I'm gonna hold guard so we slow walk this. I don't care. It's fine. We're good. This doesn't open from this side, but it's good to know that it's here because it tells us of yet another shortcut that we're going to be opening up at some point. Then we just have a giant fork in the path here, and yet another future shortcut. But not before, or rather, not without giving us an actual shortcut that we can use this time. Now when we respawn at the shrine there, we are now right next to progress, with more promised on the way. Before we get that item, you should know this trap by now. Do not trust items on the floor if there is a shadow overhead. Even if that shadow is a bridge, make sure there's nothing clinging to the underside of the bridge. And then we have another one of our new baby friends. Aw, he's baby. Okay, good. Good. I didn't think that was going to work that well. It also doesn't have that much stamina. And he's using a kusarigama, because he's a man after my own heart. And then, oh, the slime is way more devious than the snake was. The slime is harder to notice, and you're less likely to look up there, I feel like. Plus, the chest, they haven't pulled that with the chest yet. Cool, and back up we go. We've been all over the place in this level. And this is something, if I'm not mistaken, that's completely new, but we could have come to this part from the other side. Ooh, I got smacked. I would like you to come in from the rain. This is a really awkward spot to be fighting this thing. I think we're good now, because we can just maul it. But we still do have the Dark Realm going on outside that we should deal with at some point. We could go upstairs, or we could get this done now. So I think the yokai controlling this Dark Realm is Tengu. Oh yeah, this is the other side we could have come in there. And first, to get to that Tengu, it's right there. We have a few cannoneers. There's another one. Ah, yeah, there he is, up on the bridge. Come on. Let me get the gun out. Oh, he took a bullet for me again. What a bro. What a king. I'm going to leave this soul core here because I learned something useful. You use the snake at the start of this fight. What I learned is that soul cores, when you pick one up, immediately recharge your entire anima gauge. That just gave me a bunch of free damage on it. Come on, drop attack. Come on, come on. Ah! Why? Why would you follow me up the hill, Tengu? Did you know my plan? Did you read my mind? Were you in my brain? Get down here, please, sir. Ooh, there could be a burst. Nope. Oh, you have no stamina. Imagine if you could strategically drop your own soul cores as a risk-reward thing. Like, drop them in the middle of a boss fight, dump all of your anima, pick one back up. And we have yet another really cool shortcut. We're starting to really open this section of the level up. And we're by no means even done with it yet. We're only about halfway done the level. This one gets really intricate. And this is another spot where you can totally approach this from the opposite side. You can actually come down this ramp and go down the stairs here to progress. That should reach. Yeah, good. They fudge that hitbox a little bit, but it's in your favor, so I can appreciate that. And then down here, this is not the same watery grave we could have fallen into before. This is a brand new area to us. And before we do anything... Okay. This is when I look around real quick. Another Anki. That'll be you. I cut that really close. Oh, let's get Kokoro up. And that is a Molly. It means we can progress this way, which is the final stretch of the level. And we have one more waterway. But we have something way cooler coming up here. And no, not just the hot spring, where we can enjoy some quality time with Jason Momoa. Alright, now we're going to follow this path and hug left, but not before respecting all the Gaki. Because we do not want them shoving us into a lake. Kuroku has gone his separate way from me. So for the remaining stretch of the level, we will not have him accompanying us. This is fine. Let's shoot him before he becomes a problem. I think there's another cannoneer around here. But we should be okay to fight the snake without worrying about it. We have line of sight from him wherever he is, and he has not aggroed yet. Oh, cool, we have a little umbrella dude. I think that's the first one of Nioh 2. Oh, I never like fighting things on cliff sides. Ooh. Remember when I mentioned earlier that I cut that one really close on that same burst attack? Oh, this is a different one. Oh, fuck, this always messes me up. This is a really awkward spot to fight in. I keep worrying that my back is to the water. So I'm taking a lot of stupid hits that I don't need to. Oh no. Oh no, we don't want to fight him in there. No, no. I might switch into yokai form. Yeah, I don't want to take chances here. This should not be a fight that requires this, but we'll finish him really quickly, and then we'll still have part of the gauge. You can cancel out a yokai shift. So that's something. Probably not going to need it for the boss. Probably. I don't know. I'm saying that, but Enkis are not difficult enemies, and I just had to yokai shift for that, so... Woo! Oh no, into the water with you, sir. No, 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 no. You can see I still have a lot of hesitation that I never got over about fighting enemies next to, like, drop hazards. I'm still not over that. It adds like a solid 3 seconds to my reaction times. Oh, I see the little Kodama off in the distance we missed. But now, welcome to the final and coolest shortcut in the level. It's the coolest one because it doesn't loop back around to that middle shrine. It loops back around to the very beginning of the level. The level is a big circle. Oh my god. So many loops, brother. And not the only thing hidden back here. There is a second hot spring. Not the most useful thing. We get an HP buff, an HP regeneration buff from it. But also it's for completion's sake, if you're going for the trophy. Now note the trees around here. All the claw marks. Nioh 2 is always giving you some foreshadowing about the boss. Somewhere, somehow in each level. And I think the marks in the trees are a fantastic touch. Also, it's so beautiful here.
Yoshi, あれだ。俺に任せろ。怖い。かなり怖い。頼んだぞ。
Oh, that's a cool kitty! Look at the way it just saws through the trees when it does its spin dash! This is a cool boss, and this is why all of the trees have the claw marks. Because it'll just lithely scale the trees and wrap itself around them while it's attacking you with projectiles and getting ready to spin dash. It's so cool looking! And then you can use the trees to your advantage too to line of sight those projectiles, and another attack that it does. That. You can get the trees to absorb the whirlwind. Oh my god, I love every time a tree gets cut down. Every time you spin, it dashes at you. Like, the way this boss animates is super, super cool. Just moves so erratically too. Like, look at the way it maneuvers on the trees. It's just good animation. I really like the way it gets blown back a little when it does that point blank. And the tree immediately absorbs the whirlwind. And now we get some more good stuff. There is an attack that I cannot wait for him to do. That is specific to his Dark Realm phase. Or, well, he does carry it with him out of this phase, but he starts doing it the first yokai phase. And you think he moves in a really cool fashion now? You think this boss is already kind of anime? Look at that! It's so cool! Oh my god, this boss! Also, its music is great. Play a little bit of Ring Around the Rosie here. Ooh, it changed directions! Oh, he was being nice to me there. He ended the yokai phase pretty quick. Usually I have to drain his whole stamina bar to get him out of that phase faster. Look how much stamina damage we've done already since he exited the yokai phase. Ooh, fuck. He doesn't do all that much damage, though. So it's not that dangerous of a boss. Oops. This is fine. Literally one hit from death. I think that boss rocks. That's just a really, really cool boss. In a really cool environment. And all the fog going on. Come on, tell me this isn't gorgeous right here. Great level. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Yes, yes.
木を切るなら任せろだとよ。はあ。皆も戻ってきたみてえだ。
何これ。
言ったろ、麦よ。これが藤吉郎流、殺さずにして勝つ。無害なあやかしもいるんだ。な、秀の字。よし、じゃあ砦を直しに戻ろう。一晩あれば十分だろう。
And the icing on top is that the boss doesn't have to die. That is a great mission. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.